IRNSS 1G. Nature has endowed birds and animals with special abilities to navigate and reach long distances accurately. It is well known that using these, many types of migratory birds travel extremely long distances to arrive at their destinations. Mankind has also been fascinated by voyages and explorations, but unfortunately do not have special natural abilities for navigation. Since ages, we have ventured out in search of new lands and opportunities, often leading to many important discoveries. Explorers in those early years depended on celestial bodies like sun, moon, planets and stars for navigation. In today's world, however, modern technology has enabled satellite systems which meet all the navigational needs. In fact, we are now so used to satellite-based navigation services that almost no journey appears possible without this. The launch of IRNSS 1G satellite is an historic event for India. With this, the constellation of 7 satellites for the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, or the IRNSS, will be available in space. With the start of IRNSS service, India will be one of the very few nations in the world which have this capability.
We are on the threshold of completing a navigational satellite constellation which is going to provide India and its surroundings an independent geopositioning system. And this is a unique system which has been evolved with the intention of providing to the country an independent navigational service by a combination of minimum number of satellites, unlike other global positioning services which are being provided by United States, Russia, European Union and China. We have gone for a regional navigational satellite service which requires only 7 satellite constellation. This, coupled with our Gagan services, is going to place us in a unique position, and the country is going to be significantly benefited by this constellation.
India is a country with a large landmass. We have big metros, large number of smaller towns and many remote places where people need the service for everyday travel through road, rail and by air. We are also a major maritime nation, having huge coastline of nearly 7,500 kilometers. Numerous ships daily crisscrossing Indian waters also need this service for their safe passage. In today's scenario, the country also faces challenges which are strategic in nature. These need to be met on land, sea and also in the air. A safe and secure navigation system will help the country, both for civilian and from the point of view of strategic needs. For all of these requirements, until now, we have been dependent on the services being provided by other nations. With our own system in place, the country will become self-reliant for space-based navigation service. Let us now take you to one of the most beautiful but remote part of the country. We join a team of mountaineers who are on their way to Chota Sikri, a tiny place in the glaciers of Himalayan region. Though the terrain here is breathtakingly beautiful, it could easily take our life if we were to lose our way. As a matter of fact, the nightmare seems to be coming true for this team. Their gadgets that depend on other services seem not to be working. Under such When using IRNSS, we will be sure as it is we who will control the service. The first satellite of the series, IRNSS 1A, was launched in July 2013. Since then, Team ISRO has been working tirelessly and continuously. Satellite after satellite has been successfully launched to bring the IRNSS system in its full configuration. 3 satellites will be in the geostationary orbit and 4 in the inclined geosynchronous orbit. All satellites are of similar specifications and will operate from a distance of nearly 36,000 kilometers from the Earth. Addition of every satellite to the constellation increases system capability. For example, it was possible to get 24 hours position fix even with 5 satellites. But with the addition of the 6th satellite, the coverage extended beyond the primary service area. The 7th satellite will ensure that every place in the service area would get required accuracy of service 24/7.
With this, we are able to provide for India and its surrounding 1500 kilometers a capability to locate yourself using a set of ground receivers which are also being designed and developed in the country. We are also developing the chipsets required for making the entrepreneurs come out with their own solutions of positioning capability. We are working on a front-end chip for RF as well as a digital chipset. These will be developed within the country.
To meet 3-dimensional position accuracy requirement of space-based navigation service, the orbit of every satellite has to be determined precisely. Over a period of time, ISRO has established an extensive network of 15 ground stations within the country, which continuously perform this task using one-way and two-way ranging techniques. These stations also generate ionospheric correction parameters for the satellite signals. Accurate time is also very critical for a space-based navigation system. The IRNSS network timing facility at Bayalalu near Bangalore generates and disseminates IRNSS network time. The ensemble of active hydrogen mesa and cesium atomic clocks ensure that the IRNSS network time is maintained within 50 nanoseconds of the Coordinated Universal Time or the UTC. ISRO has been rigorously testing and analyzing the data from the satellites already launched on various fixed and moving platforms. The results available indicate that IRNSS service will prove extremely useful. The system will work in all weather conditions to provide continuous service 24/7, 365 days in a year and continue year after year. It will be available over Indian landmass and in approximately 1,500 kilometers of surrounding region. The 7th and the final member of the satellite, IRNSS 1G, has arrived at SDSC SHAR, which is the spaceport of India. It has undergone series of tests, checks and preparation activities. It was later placed on board the launch vehicle PSLV C33 to make its journey to the space. The navigational services from IRNSS will shortly be available both to the common man and to the advanced users like railways, airlines, maritime operators, and the strategic players. The system will deliver long-term benefits to all its users and to the country in terms of safety, security, and economy of operations, and contribute significantly for overall national development.